Sunshine Fam! Yes, it has been a hot minute since I have talked to you guys. Last time I talked to you, I was in my room with my hand all bandaged up. Well, guess what? It's better now. You can barely see it. It's a little bit darker pink, so maybe you can see it.
What, your hand disappeared?
Yeah, my hand disappeared.
Oh.
I'm here today with Sea Dog, but apparently he doesn't want to be a part of the video.
What's up?
But, why are you guys looking at me funny? Oh, yeah. So after the wedding, I don't have a subject to talk about today. So we're just gonna kind of wing it here.
The wing it wedding?
Yeah, the wing it wedding. So we'll talk about different subjects today. And hopefully my battery won't die on me. It looked like a full battery when I opened it up. And it might be down just a little bit, but I should be able to talk for about an hour, which is how long my battery lasts. But yeah, the wedding was an absolutely gorgeous day, just like today is. We had pretty much a full turnout. There was only a handful of people that said that they'd come that didn't come. But we'll get into that in a minute. But after the wedding, I was growing my hair out because I wanted to do my hair in an updo for the wedding. And then after the wedding was over, I decided I was tired of just always putting it in a ponytail for work and getting the stragglers in my face and stuff like that. So I said, let's just start over. My hair was all damaged anyway. So I just decided to go in, and I didn't tell anybody I was doing this, not even my kids. And I went in and chopped off all my hair. So yeah, new look. No ponytail anymore.
You didn't chop it all off.
Well, most of it. I did not do it myself. Sea Dog thought I did, but today was his first day of me seeing me like this. I did it like a week ago. And so yeah, it was just, I just decided to surprise everybody by chopping off my hair.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
I guess I haven't seen you in a week.
Yeah, you haven't seen me in a week. So, at least a week. So I just decided to go in and get it all chopped off. So it's much easier to take care of, obviously, because it's not very long. Just right up here is pretty much where the long part is. But we don't have too many more days in Minnesota about like this. So, and if you're recognizing the background, I have done a video out here before. I am at the Hildy Performance Center. And now there's more flowers up at the fountain, but I decided, since the last time I came here was earlier this spring before they planted all the flowers, I started out at the fountain up at the top, and you guys said you couldn't hear me because the fountain was too loud. So I decided to come down next to the pond. So you're probably hearing some water in the background, but it's a little bit further off than where I'm at. I can turn the camera around and show you in just a second, but it's just such a beautiful day out today. We've got some kids here.
We're gonna go swimming.
Sea Dog is gonna go swimming.
Nope. You're coming with me.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Don't you guys miss these conversations on my videos? Yeah. Kind of like the musicals and giggles video where at the end we were all like arguing, and I'm like, I'm trying to do my outro. If you guys haven't seen that one, you guys gotta go back. Go to my channel, and there's another grasshopper on top of the railing there. It's a green one.
Ooh.
It's a big one. And or you can just type in Chloe Got LB40 and then type in musicals and giggles and watch that video. It was with me and Silver Star and Sea Dog. I think at that point we were still calling her Star Shadow, and then she changed her name after that. This was way before I moved to Amarillo. That cricket is, or that grasshopper's walking along the... We're being entertained by a grasshopper on the railing here. He's walking pretty fast too.
Yep.
So the wedding turned out really good. There were a few snafus, which two of them I was very upset about.
I'm not going to talk about that.
I can talk about it if I want. So I had bought months ago Silver Star, and one of her bridesmaids, Lizzie, and I met up in Maple Grove to do some shopping for the wedding. for the reception to get some party goods and stuff like that, some party things. And I had bought a glass, his and hers, champagne flutes for toasting. Well, when I went to unbox them at the reception hall where we were having it, I set the his down on the table, and when I went to take the hers out, the box kind of bumped the his glass and it knocked onto the floor and shattered. So I was very upset about that. That was the first thing I was doing for the day. And then Silver Star was getting ready for the wedding, and she texted me because I was kind of running around doing everything, trying to get everything set up. And she's like, we can't find the tiara. And I'm like, I know it's in the dress bag. And she had grabbed the dress bag from my closet the night before. And I looked in the dress bag, I couldn't find it anywhere. So unfortunately she didn't have the tiara with her that day, but she had the important part. She had the veil, she had the shoes, she had the dress.
Butterfly.
But she didn't, oh yeah.
Monarch.
Is that a monarch?
Orange.
Oh yeah. And, but she didn't have the tiara, which I was very upset about because I spent a good bit of money for that, for her to wear it for the wedding. She didn't seem to care. She's like, oh, I can wear it to Renfest. I went, I did not spend that kind of money on a tiara for you to wear at Renfest. It was supposed to be in your hair today. So I went home that night after the wedding and I found it hanging. It was literally right in front of the dress bag in my closet. I don't know how she missed seeing it, but in any case, it still turned out really nice. I do have some pictures that I can show you on my phone. The sun is kind of shining in my eyes, so I can't really see it too well. But I can kind of show you. My hair's kind of sticking up too. I don't really care.
If you didn't care, why would you comment on it?
I don't know, because I can kind of see it in the shadow here. Let's see here. We had kind of a professional DJ. And we had some special friends coming down from Illinois, or coming up from Illinois, that we met when we lived there. This is a picture. Oh, this is it, Rebecca. Okay, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this because the sun is kind of shining. So I'm hoping you can see this okay, but this is everybody minus her dad and minus Silver Star before the wedding. So that's a picture of Sea Dog and Clary, and then you can see little Adriana and Simon. They were the flower girl and ring bearer. Simon was so cute with his little sunglasses on. Hopefully you can see that okay. I don't know if I have to like go like this to kind of block the sun. Hopefully you can see that okay. So that was taken before the wedding. Let's see. I got a picture on here. And then this is her dad with Simon. So I don't know if you can see that really well. But he came up from Florida. He lives in Florida with his wife. He's my ex-husband, obviously. And then I have some pictures here. I gotta make sure it's not gonna show anything. So this is a picture of her and myself at the wedding. Her dress was very beautiful. This is Mom and Dad and her. Let me see if I can show you a picture of her with her husband now, who is Drafay Wolf. He goes by Drafay Wolf. And then this picture is priceless. This is when she got to see our friends from Illinois. So that was a special picture. She didn't know they were coming. She knew that there were special guests coming, but she didn't. Then I got a picture of myself and John, but I know John doesn't like to be on camera, so I'm not going to show that one. I thought I had a picture of her and Drafay Wolf together. Oh, here's Simon and Adriana walking up the aisle. Simon was crying the whole time. I guess he didn't like the sunglasses on him, so he had.
He wasn't crying because of the sunglasses. He was
no, I know,
because
but
Dad was in the crowd and he wanted to go sit with Dad.
Yeah. Let's see, what is this? Oh, that's it. Okay, that's not it.
They put my fucking business up.
Hey, watch your mouth. Okay, well, this isn't exactly a great picture, but this is one of the pictures. Most of these were taken off of my camera that I'm using right now onto my phone. So that's a picture of Silver Star and her Feywild. I don't think I have one, except for like this one where her dad's giving her away. Again, I don't know how well you guys can see these pictures. Hopefully you can. Otherwise, I didn't do a lot of video that day. I did take some video of the wedding itself, the ceremony, but apparently it was too hot that the camera shut off on me, and I hope it doesn't do that here today because it is kind of warm out today. But apparently my camera, when it gets too hot, then it shuts off. Am I even recording? I think I am. Yeah, well, the red light's on. So I was trying to film the key parts of the wedding. So I didn't record her walking down the aisle. I took pictures of everybody walking down the aisle or up the aisle, whatever. But then I got the video of the two of them exchanging vows, which we had bought like little booklets that they could write their vows in because they weren't going to do the traditional vows. They were going to write their own. But both of them left them at their places of residence. So they kind of winged it the day of the wedding, trying to remember what they had written. So I got the vows, I got the rings exchanged. They did a sand ceremony, which for those of you that don't know what that is, it kind of replaces what used to be like the lighting of the Unity candle, where they both have a different colored sand and then they pour it from a container into like a glass bottle, and it's supposed to represent that they're coming together and that's supposed to be their life together, that they can't separate the sand because it's two different colored sands. And then apparently the later in the day when we were all cleaning up, the bottle fell on the floor and broke. So they had to sweep up the sand and get a different bottle, and they're gonna put the sand in a different bottle, I guess, is what they told me. And then they got a blessing. But right before the pastor announced them as husband and wife and the kiss, my camera had turned off because the camera got too hot. So unfortunately, I don't know of anybody that got a video or a picture of any of that, because I was thinking I was still recording because I was watching it not through my camera but like live, so I didn't know that my camera had turned off until after I had tried to turn it off after they walked down the aisle, and I realized that my camera was already off, so I thought maybe the battery had died.
You didn't have your camera.
This camera. So I will be uploading that part of the video, which obviously they will be saying their real names in the video. They have allowed me to do that I can upload that video for you guys. So you'll get just a little snippet of the ceremony for those of you that weren't able to make it. So yeah, it turned out really nice. And you need new pants, dude.
Yes, I do. Holy
cow, you got holy pants. You're wearing your Sunday best.
Yes, sir.
So that's how the wedding went. And then they booked a hotel for the night. They didn't go on their honeymoon yet. They're going to do their honeymoon at a furry conference, I guess, which is not this weekend but next weekend. They're going to do their honeymoon at the furry conference, and maybe eventually, years down the road or something, maybe at their 1-year anniversary, maybe they'll do like an actual honeymoon where they have money to actually go somewhere and do like a vacation type thing for a honeymoon. Now we just got to get this one with a girlfriend and get him married. Nope, but I am never ever doing wedding coordinator ever again because it's just too much stress, too much work. So that's how the wedding went. And now my life is getting back to normal. I know I talk a lot about paying off my bills, but I do have a plan now. Starting next week.
It's only good if you actually go through with it.
Yeah, well, I have to wait another week before I can do it. But because I wasn't getting paid at work because of my hand surgery, now I'm finally getting my full paychecks back. So every week I'm going to pay off I'm going to pay a certain amount to one bill every single week. And once a bill is paid off, then I can bump it up to, like, instead of one bill a week, then I can do 2 bills a week and get these bills paid down. And I'm giving myself a year to get all my debts paid off from what I have on my wall in my kitchen. So then I don't have to look at papers on the wall anymore. Then I don't have to worry about it. And at this point,
You could be a fly on the wall.
yeah, whatever. At this point, I don't plan on going to any more doctor's appointments unless I'm on my deathbed. I know I said that before, but then this came up where I couldn't feel my fingertips and I had to have this done. And my hand is doing much better now. I can, you know, make a fist now. So, and my foot is doing much better now too. There are days where, you know, when I work like 3-4 days in a row, it does affect my body, both my hand and my foot. Because I'm standing for 40 hours a week, so it does kind of affect that. But things are going really good now, and hopefully the weather will stay nice enough where maybe this coming Monday, which is going to be Labor Day, maybe I can think about going out somewhere and doing another Chloe Adventures with Chloe video. I've been thinking about going to the Sculpture Gardens in Minneapolis. Those are free to go into. Most people know what those are. If they know anything about Minneapolis, they've always seen like this giant spoon with a cherry on it. That's in the Sculpture Gardens, and it's right outside the Walker Art Center, which you do have to pay to go into the Walker Art Center, but it's part of Walker Art Center, but it's all outdoors, and it's, I mean, at least it used to be free. I don't know, you might have to pay money for it, but I don't
ask me. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think there's a cost to it, but it's been years. I've only been there one time, and that was with the kids before I started doing YouTube. So I might go out and do that. I might look at places around where I live to see if there's anything interesting that I can show you guys around where I live in the western suburbs.
Lake Street out in Wayzata.
Yeah, I don't really want to go there though.
You've already shown that.
I never showed Lake Street.
Yes, you did.
When?
When you were trying to sneak into that haunted place, whatever.
What, sneak into what haunted place?
That abandoned building.
Oh, that's in Wayzata. That's not in the lake.
Lake Street in Wayzata.
Well, I was thinking you meant Minneapolis. That wasn't. I don't know if it's haunted, but I think that they've already renovated it and they opened it as a business. I don't know. I haven't been down there since then. Maybe we can go there today. Go down to go down to Wayzata and go walking along the lake or something. See what it's like out in Wayzata. But yeah, Labor Day is this coming Monday, so maybe I'll do another Adventures with Chloe video. We'll see how I feel. I've been wanting to do another video since my last one, but I just haven't had the motivation to do it. So. And I know the last time I was out here, I was talking to you guys about my parents moving and selling their house. They now are in a senior building. They're considered independent living, but in the place that they're in, they can transfer to another apartment that if they need like memory care, like my dad, because he's got dementia and stuff, they can move into that. They could also do assisted living. I don't know if they can do assisted living in the apartment they're in now or if they have to transfer to a different apartment. But I know right now they're considered independent living, so they don't have to have somebody come in and help them or anything. It's a nice place. I mean, it's not obviously not as big as the house that they were in because it was a townhouse and it had a basement and a main floor. But I mean, they don't really need a lot. So they did have a big garage/estate sale, so they got rid of most of the stuff that they had.
And I caught bronchitis.
Yeah, Sea-Dog had bronchitis.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. And you said you didn't want to be a part of my video. I mean, you're not in front of the camera,
video.
but your voice is.
Don't show me, I'm ugly.
Whatever. But yeah, there's some kids out here playing and families out here playing today because it's a beautiful day. I don't think school has started for everybody, although Minneapolis, I'm sure that you guys have heard, 2 days ago there was a shooting at a church in downtown Minneapolis. Very, very sad situation. The good thing about it, if there is anything that's good, is that not more people were killed. There's still 18 people in the hospital. Or no, 8, I think. I think they said there's still 8 people in the hospital. 2 children were killed. The only reason it wasn't worse than it was is that they locked the church doors. Otherwise, that person would have gone into the church and shot up more people. As it was, they couldn't get into the church because they were outside the church and the doors were locked, so they started shooting through the stained glass windows, and that's how the shooting happened. Don't always believe everything you hear on the national news. Always go to the local news.
Well, sometimes even they don't get it right.
That's true, but they're more accurate than the national news because, you know, whatever. But I always go to KSTP, which is one of our local news stations. WCCO is another one. KMSP is another one. And KARE 11, K-A-R-E 11 is another one. So, so you can go to those stations too and look at the local news here. Those are our 4 main stations. KSTP is channel 5, WCCO is channel 4, KMSP is channel 9, and KARE 11 is obviously channel 11. So we can walk around a bit before my camera dies and shuts off, whatever. So I can kind of show you where we're at here. This around here. So this is the fountain that we're by the pond here. There's some stairs that go here. I don't know what happened to that grasshopper. He's over there somewhere. He was crawling on this railing here. But there's some stairs here that lead kind of down to the water, but I'm not jumping in. But you can see the water's kind of murky. I don't know if there's any fish in there. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No! No, no, no. Don't you dare. No! Stop! Stop. So there's the fountain there. And then there's a, let's see if I can zoom in on that. There's a water slide up over there. Sea Dog said he wanted to go on that, but I don't know if it costs any money. I think you have to have a swimsuit on for that. And then we've got this is where they hold a lot of concerts in the summertime. And then they have the people.
Do weddings here too.
Yeah, apparently you can do weddings here. Sea Dog said he was going to get married here. His cousin got married here, apparently a few years ago. Don't know how much it would cost, but probably pretty expensive. But there's like a veterans memorial over here that I didn't show last time, so I kind of want to walk over here. And I'm not trying to film the kids, honestly. It's just there's kids in the park here, so we're gonna go try and find the veterans memorial to show you that, seeing as how it's almost Labor Day, and usually you.
Oh, I got that.
Yes, you've been saying that for like how many years now? 10?
I might go rollerblading later today too.
Oh, you have rollerblades?
Yeah. I don't know if they still fit.
I was gonna say.
They probably do. I mean,
Yeah.
I was an adult when I had them, so
Oh, maybe it's up over there. I think the Veterans Memorial is up over there. But I kind of showed you this the last time I was out here. I'm hoping the camera's still going.
can't you tell?
Well, it's hard to tell because the sun is shining in my eyes, so I can't really see. Maybe once we get into the shade here. Yeah, it looks like it's... Can you kind of peek around the front and see if that red light is still on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, alright, so I'm still recording. So I think the Veterans Memorial is up over here. I'm trying not to film the kids. Keep running into my shot though.
Watch out, girl!
There's some pretty flowers up over here. And I'm not sure what this building here is. I think that's an office building. But I think the Veterans Memorial is up over here. Oh, somebody with a dog. But it's a nice quiet park usually. Like the last time I was here it was quiet. And then some kids have done some artwork here on the sidewalk. I hope this is a recording, because otherwise I'm wasting... Well, no, it has to be recording because the battery life is starting to go down a little bit. haven't seen this part yet. So this is the Hildy Performance Center in Plymouth, Minnesota, which is about a half-hour west of Minneapolis, off of Highway 55 and Vicksburg Lane. Or well, I guess you can get here from Niagara Lane too.
We're going to the Niagara Falls? Okay, cool.
No, that's in New York.
Oh, let's go to New York, Mom.
So I used to work up over this way a little bit at a grocery store. But yep, so all the flags are at half staff because of the shooting the other day. So this is the Veterans Memorial. I don't see the Minnesota flag over here. I think the Minnesota flag would be here. Oh, that's a pretty dog. You have a very cute dog. Oh, there's a big bumblebee. Very big bumblebees. We're not going to stay away from the bumblebees. Okay, so here is part of it. We dedicated in 2015, so 10 years ago. And then here's the memorial. So we've got names of people that have passed away. Kind of like the wall from Washington, D.C., where they call it the Wall. And then they just add names to it. Lots of names. I'm guessing these are all people from Plymouth, maybe? Or maybe Minneapolis? Oh, so we have some flowers here. So we'll probably just add to the names here. Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices. President Harry Truman. So you people might be wondering if I plan on doing another presidential highlights video. No. I ended with President Trump's first term and I'm leaving it at that.
Marble.
Yes,
Marble.
so there's some kind of a, I don't know what the sculpture's supposed to be of. Can you make out what that's supposed to be?
A round circular thing? Object?
That's obvious. Thanks for overstating the obvious, Sea Dog. But I don't know if it represents, like, maybe the different branches of military, but like you got all the different flags of all the military up here. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, maybe? Yeah. And then POW MIA flag and the United States flag. So, am I still going? I think I'm still going. Okay, so I think at this point I'm going to end the video. Actually, I should probably turn this around to see if I'm even in the shot.
Go to India.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Let's go to India.
No, why do I want to go there and talk to all the scammers? So, thanks for joining Sea Dog and myself today. And hopefully I can make some more videos. Maybe Monday. We'll see how I feel. See if I can come up with an idea of where to go for another Adventures with Chloe video. But if you live in the Twin Cities, or if you're ever up in this area and you want to see this place, it's called the Hildy, H-I-L-D-E Performance Center, and it's in Plymouth, Minnesota, off of Highway 55, also known as Olson Memorial Highway. Sorry about the shaky camera work. And it's about a half-hour west of Minneapolis. Right now it's under a lot of construction, so you'll probably have to go down to 394 to come up this way. But it's off of 394, and you can either take Vicksburg Lane north, or you can take that was a big bee.
That's
Holy-
not a bee, that's a dragonfly.
Oh, it was a dragonfly? It looked like a bee. I think we took Niagara Lane, didn't we? Was this Niagara Lane?
Probably.
Or you can take Niagara Lane. You can come in. I'm facing it my way. Oh, okay. Yeah, they got names on this side. So that's a bee. That's a bee. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys for now. But thanks for joining us today. I say us, even though Sea Dog wasn't really on the camera.
I'm just getting some sun.
He's getting some sun, and his
I
voice.
look like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
His voice is on the camera. I may have, when I
Casper
panned
the
it
Friendly
around, you
Ghost.
may have seen a glimpse of him, but
Probably. I'm a glimpser.
he doesn't. He says that he has ugliosis. I don't know,
Ugly neos.
ugliniosis, whatever.
Hey, if doctors can create any kind of name for anything like school phobia, which is bullcrap.
How about what was it? Scoliosis or poliosis? Poliosis from Jeff Dunham. What the hell is poliosis? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go. We might go down to Wayzata or something, but I don't think I'm going to film down there. And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a sunny day.
Hungry.
And we'll see you later. Bye.